Liam back.
Back?
It's Monday.
Monday? It's not. It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. I called it Monday yesterday. I'm back. I've got my hair cut.
Yeah.
We cut off way too much. I feel naked. It's so cold. But no, we've just done sprint planning for the week. What's left of it anyway. I think the main thing we're working on is the new hexceed DLC. So I'm going to be finishing off the mechanic, the big tile stuff, and you, Lee, are going to be actually making levels.
Yeah, making levels, making starting tutorials. There's a little bit left for Upon Pixels, mainly just the announcements, and you're going to do a build. Just to get all the stuff out. But yeah, other than that, it's just going to be actually making a big start on the new DLC. Ideal to get the store page at least sent off by the end of the week if we can, just so that gets sort of approved by Steam. Should be it.
Yeah.
Woo! It's 1 o'clock and I've just finished editing the video. It's a much shorter video this week, it's only 10 minutes long. That means exporting quicker, which is good. I'm going to go and do some of these smaller marketing tasks I've got sitting around. So one of them is the t-shirt. Now that we've seen the design, I've decided that the logo is a little bit too high, so I'll play around moving this down, getting that saved. And other than that, there's also the Steam Summer Sale coming up. There's content more than that, but we're going to look into getting all normal sort of games added onto a discount and getting those posts and announcements ready for that as well.
Yeah, so I've just been continuing on fixing some of the bug fixes. I left the new mechanic on last week, mainly to do the clue button and some of the art graphical stuff. So I know there was some problems where these walls were causing the overlap to be a bit funny, but I think that's all fixed now. The highlighter looks slightly better as well. There was an issue with overlapping as well, and I think the clue button's working. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna continue on testing and find some more stuff that's broken. I've just been improving the way that the assets look in editor, because one of the things that Lee mentioned when he first took a look at the stuff I'd been doing for this new mechanic is that it was really difficult to see which hexes were like connected to what. So I've gone ahead and fixed that now, so it looks a lot more like it does actually in the proper game. I've just updated all the assets for all of the mechanics as well, so it's all consistent as well. So it's all looking very consistent to what it actually will look like in game as well, which is nice.
It's just past 3 o'clock and I'm getting into doing the next DLC for Hexceed. So I've gone ahead and created the sort of level plan. Mainly to sort of note down all the tutorials we're going to need. If there's any more that we need, we can just come in and add them on here. But for now, we think we've hit them all. And the plan is going to do a sort of similar sort of layout as we've done with the tutorial island. The main reason for that is with it being a new mechanic, all the other mechanics will interact with it in some way. So we're going to be showing them how the interactions work on each one of these little islands. So the first one's going to be just walls, and then we're going to introduce lines, just so the players can sort of like get used to how each mechanic works with the new mechanic, and then we'll finish up with a big selection of just all the mechanics being used. And now it's just creative diving in and starting to make our levels and start to flesh out the world.
Yeah, so I've spent some of the afternoon watching this week's devlog, and I also put a Clone Pixels build live with the mythology pack in it that Lee did last week, so that's all live and public now. Mainly, I've just been trying to sort of improve the visuals for this mechanic. So one of the problems that we've got, it's not really a problem, it's just such a minor thing, but if you've got a merge tile with a sort of like, that's walled off in this sort of like point configuration, this corner is looking a bit strange, and the reason for that is this, the wall takes a slightly bigger angle than the merge tiles like sort of dip in, so there's a bit of overlap, and it's been a bit of a pain to sort out. So I've just been playing around with the layers, basically, just trying to get it all to look nice, and I've been struggling. So I'm probably gonna have to revisit this one, but it is such a minor bug anyway, it won't be the end of the world if we have to leave it into the game. It's just a small visual thing. Another thing I've been doing is, since Lee's been actually using the new mechanic, today he's come up with quite a few validator rules, so I've just been taking note of that. Just on post-its for the time being. Just things like, he's found ways to merge bomb tiles and regular tiles into one tile. The game doesn't like that at all. In theory, you can have a big tile that is just one tile as well, so we want to have a validator rule for that as well. So just a few things like that we just want to check for to make sure that the levels they're up to scratch, really. But I'm gonna head off now. Lee, I'm tired. How you doing? It's Wednesday. Music Wednesday.
Yeah, it's good. Just had a stand up. Should be pretty straightforward day, not much going on.
Yeah.
For me, it's just going to be uploading the YouTube video, getting the thumbnail and stuff sorted out, then just more level building, back on the hexceed, get as much done as I can.
Yeah, good stuff. And I'm going to be adding these validation rules that I've been writing down that you sort of pointed out yesterday when you're testing stuff out. Just going to quickly add those, and then I think I'm going to work on some bug fixes. I think we're going to have to put a build out for all of this some stuff at some point, right? So
Yeah.
a few people on Discord have been reporting some bugs with the game, so I'm going to try and get a few of those. Yeah.
So it's just after lunch now, 12:01. I've just hit the first milestone, so that's the first milestone level's done. You might notice the layout of the world is a bit different. Although making levels, I was a bit concerned that there might be too many with just walls and big hexes, and that might be a bit too easy. So I sort of moved all the levels along a bit, just to try and even out the introduction of new mechanics and sort of hopefully make the world a bit more interesting and potentially more difficult as we go on. But yeah, first milestone's done, which is good progress, and we're carrying from here. You figure out how the tutorials for the lines work now.
Yeah, so I lied earlier when I said that I was going to be working on validation rules. As soon as I launched Unity, I started continuing the stuff that I was doing yesterday to this small graphical glitch around walls. I made some good progress, I think, so it is looking nice, this little bit. Oh, hello, scared me. Yeah, so it is looking a lot nicer. It's a bit awkward the way I've had to do it. So it's like, it basically checks to see if there's a wall intersecting a merged bit like this, and it just uses a different asset when it finds one. So like the assets it's using for this merge here is different to this merge here. Only very small changes, but it does fix the little glitch that we've been having. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now is I've got to basically make this little bit that I've got working here work with the editor, and I need to add shadows again, so because I've broken that. Yeah, so I finally got around to doing those validation rules. So now the validator will spam out a few errors if it detects a couple of things that shouldn't be. So things like having a wall inside one of your big tiles, having bomb tiles and normal tiles merged together like that. I think I might actually try and make it so that you can't even do that in the editor, but it's good to have the validation rule just in case that doesn't work. And yeah, having big tiles that are just one size, because these should be set to like regular bombs, really. That should be a regular bomb, and that should just be a regular tile, instead of it being a big tile, because big tiles do a few extra things behind the scenes, and you just want to avoid that as much as possible. So yeah, when I test, it now detects all of these. It's a bit error spammy because it does it for every tile within the within each big tile. But yeah, it's good enough.
Morning, Rob.
You alright?
You alright? It's Thursday. Just had our stand-up. Going to change tasks a little bit today, so I'm going to be doing the store page. That's my priority. I haven't got anything shown there, but I'm going to get a hexceed store page out, so I'm getting the little icons for the Steam store page ready, and getting the screenshots and stuff just to get that sent off. And then once that's done, back on level building, just get as much done as I can. What about you?
Stuff. Yeah, so you found a few problems with the auto tester yesterday when you were making levels, didn't you? So I'm going to try and fix that. It's going to be a pain, but I'm going to try and fix that. There's a few editor things. Like sort of when you're making levels, there's a few issues that you've noticed as well that I'm going to try and fix. So it's just editor stuff really today.
Yeah.
Try and make it all work nicely for you, Lee.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this is the first level that Lee has spotted a mistake with. So this is when the auto tester is running. It's slowly completing the level. One problem that we've noticed actually is that for these big tiles it takes a long time for it to complete these levels. But yeah, so the problem is when it gets stuck here. Hang on.
A few moments later.
Yeah. So the problem is it's getting stuck here. So it should be able to work out that because this is a 2 on it, and we already know that one of the bombs are here. This tile has one bomb next to it, which is here and here. So from that, you should be able to deduce that this tile and this tile are safe to complete, and it's not. So that's going to be the first thing I have to work out today. Why? You've also got this situation here that Lee found earlier today, which I'm just trying to fix. So you should be able to work out that this 2 has to place 2 tiles. You can effectively work out that this 2 needs to put a bomb here, and then it knows that either this or this is the other bomb for this 2. And that means that this 1 knows that these 2 are free. But what it's doing is it's not associating that these two tiles are linked. So when it's looking at the calculation, it's checking this tile to see if this tile is this tile, which we know it is, but it's not making that link at the moment, so I should fix that as well.
Yeah, it's just past half 4. I thought I'd drop a little update where I'm getting up to. So I finished the store pitch stuff this morning. It was pretty quick, straightforward. So there's the assets there, and they're all sent off for Steam for review. So hopefully they'll get back to us soon and we can announce the page. But other than that, I've just been doing levels. So you see I've completed this second island here. That's all the levels with just the lines and the big hexes. So they're all ready and pushed to the build. There's just the milestone left which we're going to do now. And then we'll carry on after that.
Lee, it's Friday!
Friday!
Friday! How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
I mean, what are you doing?
What am I doing?
I didn't mean to ask you that.
Yeah, it should be a pretty straightforward day. As usual, more level building. YouTube videos going on a bit, but other than that, just get more levels done, get as close to the finish as we can.
Yeah, perfect. How many have we got now, do you know?
There's like 30 levels, 2 milestones, and around 10 tutorials. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. Good wedge into it then.
Yeah, really halfway.
Yeah, I'm just going to be continuing on fixing the auto tester and making the levels that you've made work properly. Yeah. I think I'm pretty much there, but we just need to break it a bit more, I think, test it. Okay, so I've just been continuing on trying to get this the auto tester to work properly for all the levels, with all of the new errors that Lee keeps finding as well. And I think I've cracked it. So there's basically been like 2 problems. One is that big tiles just weren't working properly, but once I got that working properly, there were some other issues. And I think it's just because with these big tiles, we're encountering scenarios that just weren't possible before. So you've got this example here where the auto tester gets so far and it gets stuck. Yeah, so this tile has 6 bombs next to it. You've got a bomb here and a bomb here, so there's 4 left. This 3 has 2 remaining, so you know that 2 bombs have to go here, which means that there are 2 bombs that have to go in this 3 gap. And you can basically have to work out that this is a bomb, and then this one's safe. But that's too complicated for the auto tester to do. So there's actually a bit of script that was running for the spinning tiles that basically split up complicated bits of data like this into more manageable chunks. So what we've basically done is adapted that to work for non-spinning tiles. And that seems to be working. Yeah, so now with this extra bit of code running, it does pass it normally. I've also been wrestling a lot with Visual Studio today. It's been a nightmare. Basically, Visual Studio 2017 was just being super slow, and it was skipping frames when I was debugging, which is a bit strange. But anyway, I'm all in Visual Studio 2019 now, and it seems to be working fine. So fingers crossed it'll continue working, but I don't think this has the stuff for Switch, so I'll probably have to switch back at some point. But for now, it's working, which is great.
Yeah, quick update for me before I head off. It's 4:15. I think I'm going to call it a bit early, just because I started hitting a bit of wall and it's Friday. I want to go home. As you can see here, I've hit level 47 in terms of how far I've got. That's on top of all of the tutorial levels, which is about 11 of them, I believe, and a couple of milestone levels as well. So if you look onto the actual world here, assess a bit. It's getting quite far on now. Yeah, about halfway done, give or take, because there's a total of 125 levels now. At least that's the target we're going for this time, 125. So yeah, nearly there. Pretty good progress for 1 week's of work. Should hopefully get this done within next week, but we'll see.
Going to sleep apparently.
Rob, it's a weekend.
It is, yeah. I need some sleep. It's been alright week though. You've been doing lots of level building stuff. For the
Yeah.
new DLC.
Yeah, most levels all week.
Yeah. Got the tutorial done and a good chunk through. I think you're on like 56 levels or something, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm getting up
Something
to
like that.
50 normal levels, and then there's all the tutorials and mouse on top of that.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Really good progress there. You got the store page sent off? Didn't you?
yeah, store pitch sent off.
They're all telling you what you've done.
Store pitch sent off on Thursday. So I haven't come back yet, so I can't make it live, but hopefully that'll be back over the weekend. I'll make that live next week.
What did I do, Lee? Since I told.
Yeah, so you've just been doing loads of auto tester fixing for the most part.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much been it, hasn't it? Or is there anything else?
There's been a few like editor tweaks to make things a bit nicer for you as well. Had a haircut. But yeah, it's just been trying to get it actually stable enough for you to use really, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've just basically been, the whole week for you has just been breaking the editor stuff, so I've just been fixing it, which is fine. We knew that was going to happen. It happened for the last mechanic, it'll happen for the next one. So yeah, I just feel like I haven't really got anything to show for my week.
Supposed to be a busy one.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, it's been non-stop.
Yeah.
It's just done another build there. I'm going to test the world that we've got so far at home. But yeah, it's looking good. Kim's played it. She's enjoying it, so
Looking good, yeah.
looks good.
Yeah, as of this video coming out, the mythology book will be coming out. If watching the video
Yes.
fairly,
Perfect.
coming there today. So yeah, check that out. The link will be in the description.
Yeah. Thanks to the Patreons and people on Discord.
Yeah. Good to see community interacting still. The
Yeah.
competition will be announced by now, obviously, when the book's out. But
There'll be another competition in a couple of weeks if people aren't in the Discord already. Yeah. Weekend.
woo!
Woo!